Hello and good day. My name is Millan. I'm a fourth-year mining engineering student, and this is my output in fulfillment of special problem in mining and environmental laws and ethics. The title of my research paper is Particle Pollutant Controls and How It Minimizes the Effects of Mining Activity to the Air Quality. I chose this topic for my research paper because in mining, a lot of dust are generated in almost all its activities, and it is very life-threatening because in the long run, miners or workers directly are exposed to the working phase, the active working sites has the potential to develop this very life-threatening lung diseases. So it is very important that we study about how to properly control the effects of air pollution caused by mining. So the objective of the study is that it shall be clear enough for the researcher, the reader, that may include just about anyone who is interested or tasked to know how proper management of air pollutants in mining can drastically lower the risk of endangering the health of the miners, especially in the long run. For the methods and materials used and participants, so there were 3 mining engineers. Also, the following questions: what are the mitigating measures in mining in terms of air quality protection? How does air pollutant management drastically change the quality of air, yielding towards lesser and controlled emission of these harmful particles? This method is a qualitative approach wherein the engineers are contacted via social media accounts, specifically through Messenger. The responses that they give were then summarized to form one section of answers for each person. Sources of air pollution in mining and the mitigating controls of it. Sources of dust in mines result mainly from blasting, handling, processing, or transporting of materials, or can be suspended from disturbed areas or waste disposal facilities, including waste rock and tailings, by wind erosion. There's a difference between some of the controls used for emission management from mining and from mineral processing. In mining, much focus is placed on prevention of pollution since the sources tend to be more diffuse, whereas in mineral processing, the technologies are focused towards capture and treatment of emission. In Bano and Silhart's paper published in 2011 titled The Assessment of Air Pollution Around Coal Mining Area and Determining Proper Mitigating Controls, has stated that in applying controls, it is not just a right-away decision. There are a lot of factors that has to be considered, and it has to be a step-by-step process, and you do not jump to the next step without completing the previous steps to be able to come up with the best mitigating controls. Mining is an inevitably damaging industry to the environment. It opens up a lot of hazards and brings risk not only to the workers but also to the individuals that's not directly involved, such as those in the neighboring communities and most especially, of course, to the host communities. And since it is impossible to totally eliminate the mining industry, as it is very vital to the growth of the economy as well as the development of the nation, with that being said, it is therefore very important to take utmost effort to the least thing that the mining industry can do, which is mitigating and administering control, to be able to somehow and really lessen the hazards and risk if eradication is not possible.